Like, yeah, it's not like some crazy like $40. That's like that's a cheap concert T-shirt. You know
Right, absolutely, yeah, not bad at all.
Pretty good, pretty good. This is now the one exception to all of my shirts being thrifted or band tees, and it's an Invincible shirt.
Oh, that's cool.
Shout outs. Invincible is the exception in both its bracket format and its merch quality. Shout out Waterfall Brackets, been very fun. Had some fun low-level sets on stream. The whole venue was popping off for some O2ers yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Very fun time, but it's not any O2ers to be seen right now. We have Black Tiger, the Snake Extraordinaire versus Wizzrobe, the melee player.
So interestingly enough, these players actually played one game before, and it was a few days ago, to be fair. It was like a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
But they did play before, and Black Tiger did edge out the win in 3-1.
Interesting.
It was just, I think, at a local that was happening before the event. I think it was literally 2 days ago.
Yeah, and I'd be interested to see how this plays out in a more higher pressure situation, right? You would assume that would benefit Wizzrobe as he's much more used to being on a stage and in front of a crowd, but not much of a crowd to speak of right now, as it seems like most of the venue is watching D-Money versus Kilogram Hours off stream.
Of course,
it's a solid
high
set to watch.
DDD, you know?
Yeah, couple of big dudes going at it.
Yeah.
But right now, so far, Wizzrobe is getting the damage up more so than Black Tiger, spacing out pretty well, getting some good movement. That's a good extension.
Nice.
It's a little nair into a down smash. Nothing too fancy.
I talk about this every time Snake is on screen, but anytime that Snake has a percentage advantage, it's always the onus of the opponent to find some, not just advantage, but some major opening, because all Snake has to do with a percentage advantage, being as heavy as they are,
Just hold grenades.
just hold grenades.
Yeah. Yeah, and it can get really ugly if you have a deficit against Snake, so it's great that Wizzrobe got out to a lead, but never mind.
Sometimes you just up tilt twice and you catch both.
Literally. It works out. Such a solid move, but Wolf back air is equally as such. That's going to take the stock right away. Good trade to start off for Wizzrobe here.
Yeah. Dash attack across the stage. Black Tiger's definitely got the ground kind of covered. Wizzrobe's trying to approach and is looking for pretty much aerial approaches only, which it's so difficult to approach Snake on the ground, but it seems like a necessary inevitability in this matchup.
Yeah, and that that aerial approach has been just about forced. Even when the ground approach has worked for Wizzrobe, it's been by a hair. He was a couple frames away from getting F-smashed earlier. So he's definitely not feeling too comfortable on the ground. Black Tiger, she's done a great job making him feel that way.
Yeah.
So nice little setup on a tech chase, but F-tilt sent in the wrong direction.
That's a good roll in. Wizzrobe's such high percentage, pretty much anything will kill at this point. And yeah, I guess if you will flash into some Nikita, eat a missile to the face and you're gone.
Yeah, when anything is going to do it, Nikita is going to be more than enough. I like the attempt on the up tilt there from Black Tiger, but Wizzrobe extending ledge pressure for a moment. A fleeting one at that. The F smash is going to be evaded. Black Tiger makes her way back on stage. This is the matchup.
Yeah, this is it right here. No lasers. I do like to pivot cancel F tilt to get some advantage, but I mean, you're just traded out again by the grenades.
No.
Sometimes, why? Yeah, why?
No
okay.
way. Black Tiger's a dog, man. She's so crazy for that.
That's the Wi-Fi special, too.
Yeah, and the thing is, that very narrowly missed earlier when Wizzrobe ran in and like was able to hit Black Tiger before it came out, and this time could not work in Wizzrobe's favor.
No. Pulling deep into the catalog of fundamentals, Wizzrobe is trying, really trying to play an honest character right now.
Right. And, you know, Wolf has his moments, right? You know, it's very solid character, but
of course,
sometimes when you're just dilly-dallying at mid-range, Snake can just let it rip like that.
Yeah.
And Black Tiger threw out 2 F smashes, one narrowly hit, and the other took the game. But Wizzrobe, not a guy to be shook too easily.
Yeah.
He's going to get back on his horse and not going to let this get away from him too easily.
Some deep thought about what stage we're going to. I think PS2 is a totally fine choice. There's a misconception here where you want to go to like a shorter stage, like Small Battlefield or something, but you really just kind of narrow in your availability to approach vertically, which sounds odd, right? Because you have a long horizontal stage on like something like PS2, but Snake covers so much of the horizontal ground space and the vertical approach space with just C4 and grenade. So if you extend that and make sure that Snake cannot cut off an entire piece of the stage and you have more room to work with, it makes Black Tiger have to make a lot better decisions about where projectiles are placed. But instead, we're going to Small Battlefield, and I think we're just going to see some difficulties still.
I do like the smaller distance between the platforms on Small Battlefield. I think that's probably what Wizzy's thinking about.
That's fair.
Because it's going to be much harder to cover that entire middle area, as Wizzy, right there, we just saw it, can very easily get through that platform setup that Black Tiger can get sometimes, where she's kind of sitting under a platform and it has all these projectiles out. With the platforms being closer together, it's a lot easier for Wizzrobe to kind of negate that distance.
It also doesn't allow Black Tiger to use Nikita as much. Pulling out Missile on this stage, she's going to really put herself in kind of a bad position. So.
Yeah, you just don't have as much space.
Which
Simple
is
as
fine.
that.
You don't have to use Nikita ever unless your opponent's off stage.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you could tell she was getting a lot of value out of it.
Yeah, and Wizzrobe couldn't quite find an answer, so this stage is the perfect choice as the back air gets it done. Wizzrobe off to an early lead yet again, might I add. Has not been the first time Wizzrobe took the first stock, so Black Tiger does need to be weary.
A hit lag almost put Wizzrobe in trouble, but back to the stage and getting some damage down.
Great patience there to catch the grenade with the dash attack and just shield. Not trying to force any other follow-up. You have a lead. A trade would be fine, but Wizzrobe is much more confident in his ability to win neutral again than take a trade and maybe get some awkward interaction going on later.
Yeah. That tilt is fine here. Wizzrobe is happy to trade damage, being a stock up. 87 and climbing percentage, and Black Tiger's got to find a landing.
A couple of great spot dodges coming through. Both these players have gotten a lot of mileage out of that option. As Wizzrobe opts to steal the back throw earlier, which surprised me. I thought it'd be a down throw to go off stage, but still working out. As that's going to clank. That Cypher hit can be so frustrating because all of a sudden you're in disadvantage, but the up smash gets it done.
Yeah.
Wizzrobe is playing super solid right now.
I love this. Making really good use out of this being a smaller stage. Black Tiger's not able to find the adaptation of playing around the traps, a little bit too afraid to pull grenades whenever Wizzrobe is close by, and I think that's entirely fair to be afraid of that, but you do have to kind of go for those aggressive projectile pulls or an aggressive aerial option.
Yeah, just let it rip like that. Wizzrobe makes very interesting choices once he gets grabs. Right, a lot of wolves at that low percent will go for a down throw, but Wizzy in the corner, knowing that that might not connect as easy as he would want it to, the up throw up air gets the job done as well. And now with a substantial lead here, Black Tiger definitely with her back against the wall here.
Look at the spacing from Wizzrobe, staying just in this kind of mid-range, this burst range for the most part whenever neutral is reset, and making sure that Black Tiger cannot pull out a grenade safely, cannot throw out any move safely without possibly getting bursted onto. However, back to the wall, you got to find a recovery here, and Black Tiger's holding the stage.
I think Wolf Nair just beat Snake up smash. Just a little observation right there. Nothing else to say about it. Just do with that what you will. But neutral resets here as Wizzrobe tacks on a little bit of extra damage. And it gets harder and harder for Black Tiger to come back from this deficit. It's 106% on Wizzrobe. Black Tiger's had a hard time finding a kill. The survivability transcends games. The fundamentals to be able to avoid a hit. Great tech there from Black Tiger as the back air into up smash. Solid corner pressure, but Black Tiger clings to life nonetheless. Wizzrobe still puts on pressure. The timing read on the up smash couldn't catch it though. Back to ledge. Good patience on the Nikita, but you get grabbed for it. In the corner, Black Tiger with great pressure, pushing Wizzrobe further off stage.
That was dangerous. All of this so dangerous. Okay, that's a very nice use. What's the ledge trap here?
Just waiting very patiently for the get up. As Black Tiger just kind of stuffs it out, but a nice F tilt from Wizzrobe gets it done, and we're tied 1-1.
Sometimes fundamentals means pressing F tilt 3 times on shield.
You know what? And that's right.
It's perfectly spaced. It's perfectly spaced and unpunishable. Like, there's no down air out of shield that Snake's going to be able to throw out without Wizzrobe just dashing back.
And the defensive fundamentals to that is that you just got to stand there and look at it. You know what I mean? You got to back up maybe a step, try and throw in some micro spacing if you're like that. But not everybody is.
No, not at all. That was fantastic. The adaptation there from Wizzrobe. Yes, the stage selection was really good, and I think Black Tiger even can pull out some adaptation here. She can play a lot more around trapping and a little bit more around her own space, but Wizzrobe is really commanding the spacing on stage. That burst range, standing in that range, forcing either corner pressure if Black Tiger is too close to the edge, or under platform pressure so that Black Tiger can't set up C4 on platform or anything like that. I mean, just going to a flat stage is a fine choice, I think.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind a flat stage here. Wizzrobe was getting a lot of mileage off those platforms for approaching, so Black Tiger is definitely trying to avoid that. Keep more of a distance, but so far Wizzrobe's cutting through it decently well, kind of avoiding that on the grenade play. But now we're kind of even up in percents with Wizzrobe in the corner. The up smashes from Black Tiger have been plentiful. They haven't always been super successful, but right now that's 2 in a row to connect and tack on a ridiculous amount of damage onto Wizzy. The up tilt was a great idea, but did not connect. Wizzy tries to throw on some extra damage after the up throw. Doesn't get it done, though.
Yeah, and the platforms are actually not favorable for Black Tiger in disadvantage either. Being able to be reverse land with grenades and to hit the ground as opposed to having to deal with, like, wolf up air or pressure on the underneath the platform is super beneficial for Black Tiger as well. So this stage selection was definitely the right one.
What a great tomahawk there from Wizzy to get that grab. Just forward throw off stage, keep it light, but the Cypher yet again, Wizzy's got to look out for that.
Oh, that's a great trap right there.
Yeah, big damage, 156 now on Wizzrobe. Dash attack is going to free up that stock and give Black Tiger the ever so important snake lead. Good parry as well.
Yeah. Wizzy's trying to space, but that C4 is just so nicely placed, like 2/3 of the way into the stage.
Yeah, that was a really awkward placing on the C4 for Wizzrobe because he couldn't really safely attack Black Tiger, and he also couldn't safely avoid the C4 without just fully backing up. He still opted to stay in the fight, and it did not really work out for him as he's getting a lot of damage tacked on, 44%. Black Tiger is making moves right now, and again, that's Wolf Nair beating out Snake up smash. To whom it may concern.
Spacey Nair. Privilege right there.
And to Wizzy, to whom it's about to concern, that grenade right above his head. Black Tiger couldn't follow up with the up air, though. We see that happen from Snakes pretty often. The grenade to the up air combo doesn't work out, though.
I think we want to see a C4 placed again right around that 2/3 of the stage area and then playing around it. But Black Tiger can't find a time to set it down. Wizzrobe is just too scary in this mid-range.
Wizzrobe has got so many successful tomahawks, man. Black Tiger just keeps getting stuck in shield, which is hard not to do against Snake, you know what I mean? I do not blame her.
Yeah.
And then until it's finally going to free up the stock, tomahawk as you will, if you can't chop away the stock, it does not matter.
No, not at all. Up tilt from behind, sometimes that back hitbox, and I mean literally on the person's lower back, just hits harder than anything else.
Hey, people have been talking about Snake's dumpy for a long time, and there's a reason for it. The back hitbox does get it done. Black Tiger, you can tell she loved it. She was smiling about it. And now with a substantial lead against Wizzrobe, I would love it too. That corner pressure. Wizzrobe sees through the disguise, though, gets another grab out of it. And that's the thing, Wizzrobe keeps getting these grabs, but just hasn't been able to get the most out of it.
No.
Right? A couple hits, and then like kind of selling out for an extra combo and foregoing potential stage control has not worked out, but I definitely don't blame the attempt to go for more damage.
Right, well, there's nothing like guaranteed after like 60%. You can do up throw into like double jump fair, but if Black Tiger DIs out, then like you just lost stage. It's not worth it at any point. So you don't really get a whole lot of value out of it, and I think that's why Black Tiger isn't so afraid of it.
Yeah, exactly. Black Tiger's just sitting in shield because she knows that a grab at this point is like kind of negligible, but a great down smash to put Wizzrobe back in this game. You never know what can happen at a point like this.
Trying to force something to happen, gets hit by their own grenade, but yeah, the C4 just sneakily placed right there. Sometimes you just forget about it, or sometimes it comes out too fast for you to see. Either way, Black Tiger does close out that game very nicely. Very, very nicely.
Yeah, good stuff for Black Tiger. Just kind of been putting on the pressure longer. Wizzrobe hasn't been able to break through the middle threat range that Black Tiger has set up, and then whenever he has, he's getting up throw fair sometimes, you know? So Black Tiger has had no question just sitting in shield with the grenades, with all that. Wizzrobe just needs to find a way to make more out of each hit. It's going to be the name of the game here.
Yeah, very difficult thing to do after that like 60% range. The combos are so dangerous too because you can go for like a sweet nair drift in into like a back air RAR. But the issue is, if Black Tiger pulls grenade, I mean, the window is already so narrow for it to connect on a 2-frame opening. On a 1-frame opening, you're just hoping that Black Tiger doesn't pull grenade or that you hit a part of their hurt box that isn't going to...
Yeah, you like space it well so you don't trade with it or something like that. I can't say I've seen that ever happen, you know what I'm saying? Not that it's impossible, but it's just like something that's so difficult, so hard to do. Not that Wizzrobe is... a stranger to any type of difficulty and tightness with combos, you know, coming from Melee, that's obviously such an important thing. Not to be the commentator that mentions Melee on the Ultimate stream, but, you know, it's hard not to when Wizzrobe's on stream.
Right. Now, Wizzrobe has the hard read here, I think. Understanding that Black Tiger really likes to play with a lot more space, whereas, you know, some Snakes are really good at working with that kind of middle space and being able to cut off a big chunk of the stage. Wizzrobe has read Black Tiger and said, I understand that you prefer to have a lot more space. Here's Smashville.
Yeah. This is a taking the gloves off moment with the stage bake. You're just saying, like, we're going to scrap this game, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And it's so far benefiting Wizzrobe very well. That Cypher keeps hitting. Right there, it doesn't matter, though, as Wizzrobe's able to catch the roll in.
Good tech read there.
Ooh, Nikita
just for fun. I feel like that's so dangerous to pull out.
That Nikita in the wrong direction just whoopee. Lucky to not get punished for it, though, is Black Tiger, as she has only taken 8% on this stock. Still very much within this game.
Oh, God, I have to hold my breath half the time on this stage.
Yeah, I heard that. I said,
never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, just kind of always wincing with the setups that Snake can get. and the back airs that Wolf can hit at 80% to take your stock. You know, the stage is always room for tension, you know.
There's an interesting thing, too, is that Black Tiger really loves to pull and toss grenades, like drop and then far throw grenades, and you can't do that on this stage. Like, the spacing is just too tight. But up tilt is going to hit pretty much a quarter of the stage. It's so bad.
Snake demonstrating a few of the scrapping options that he has right away. Snake can do a lot of stuff up close. Black Tiger is kind of tapping into that a little bit more as we go. Wizzrobe, though, immersed as ever. One of the more immersed players when you see him play this game. He gets up close and personal with the screen. Let us see it.
Oh, yes.
Not many in the scene as immersed as he is. What a bold
I know.
Holy moly, that's crazy. And also, I love the gumption from Black Tiger to charge an F smash at 13%.
Yes, of course.
It's like you land that and you're getting like advantage, kind of. You know what I mean? It's just like
it really keeps your opponent on their toes, of course.
It takes a certain je ne sais quoi to send that out if you're Black Tiger. And another one, just for kicks and shiggles at this point. Now off stage is Wizzrobe. Then Akita, great idea trying to two-frame with it, maybe looking to catch a flash, but it does not quite work as Wizzrobe jumps over and just negates disadvantage entirely. Gets himself back on the stage. The grenade setup behind Black Tiger is so threatening. She's saying, you have to fight me head on right now. As Wizzrobe's lead has sort of diminished. I like the idea with the flash, but it does not work out. The escape option was not fully planned, and Black Tiger is able to get an up tilt for it.
The thing is, you also have to hit the perfect sweet spot for it to even spike, so there's a chance that Black Tiger survives off of a tech anyways.
Yeah.
It's just too risky to go for, and Black Tiger very quick on the response to the up tilt. I love that, but Wizzrobe is going to find the response with the dash.
Yeah, and Black Tiger, I will say, has been coming out on top of the up-close scrap situations, which is definitely not what Wizzrobe was looking for on a stage pick like this. Like in a spot like that, when you're off stage, you're both up close to each other, that's when Wizzrobe really needs to be thriving, and Black Tiger has hit 2 up tilts in that exact spot already.
Right. I think Wizzrobe just needs to stick to playing ledge trapping and playing that mid-range spacing game, but Black Tiger is not relieving the corner pressure at all for him.
Did he? Oh, I thought Black Tiger stuck Wizzrobe there on the platform for a second. I was like, not like this, Wizzy.
No.
But the game is relatively evened up as much as we've been talking about Wizzrobe's woes so far. Off stage, he's able to make it back. Opts for the roll in, I love that. Just cuts through the pressure entirely. Another phenomenal tomahawk. We'll see if he can get a lot out of it, though. Has yet to do so far. Chase is real high with the up air. I cannot believe that didn't hit, by the way.
No.
Off stage to the back air yet again. Real close. Just a lot of close calls from Wizzy. Just barely missing these.
Out of nowhere, Black Tiger has stage advantage and Wizzrobe is off stage. I mean, I feel like there wasn't anything to lead to that either. No stray hits, no big reversals or anything like that. Wizzrobe just wound up giving up the stage.
Yeah, it's kind of floated out a little bit. And I think getting back from the corner hasn't, or from the ledge rather, hasn't been Wizzrobe's problem. It's been once he's been back on stage. So I don't think he minds going to the ledge from time to time. And now just hopping onto this platform. I love this from Wizzrobe, just really holding on to that stage positioning. Black Tiger did call his bluff on the get up, and Wizzrobe could not answer. Now you gotta watch out for a C4 here if you're Wizzrobe. Falling down on top of his head. F smash doesn't connect.
Oh, but it's right
Up
there.
smash does.
He's right there! And the C4 was right there! Oh, no!
He had to have known.
No.
He had to have known.
I tried to warn him.
I'm almost certain that he did know, because he stands there and he flickers his shield, and he's thinking, okay, now she's not going to throw it. I've demonstrated that I know it's here. I flickered my shield. I'm going to go up for my pressure now. And then he immediately short hops, and Black Tiger calls the bluff with a very well-timed C4.
My goodness, yeah, that was...
It's right there, Wizzy. Watch out behind you.
There. Oh, I think...